He didn't leave. He just became a shadow. My name is Emily. I'm 32. Daniel and I have been married for nearly 7 years. He never raised his voice, never cheated, never slammed doors. He was decent, solid. But one day I realized he wasn't really there anymore. We shared a bed, a home, a routine, but not a life. He'd come home from work, eat dinner in silence, kiss me on the forehead like I was a pet, and disappear into his thoughts. And I missed being seen. Not attention, not gifts, just that warm electric feeling of being alive next to someone. 2. The crack in the glass. Jake came out of nowhere. Tall, a little rough around the edges, with that tired smile that always hides something deeper. We were assigned to a project together. He worked with the external team. At first, it was all business. I kept it professional. But his voice, there was something in it. Warmth. He noticed when I looked tired. Really listened. And then one day he said, "You're beautiful when you're mad, but even more beautiful when you're quiet." I didn't know how to respond. I just smiled and turned away. But from that moment on, I started looking forward to every meeting. 3. It happened without words. It was late. We were the last ones in the office. The lights were dim. Soft. The kind of silence that feels almost personal. I was typing something. He walked up behind me, not touching, just close. "Emily," he said, like my name was the air he breathed. I turned around. And suddenly, everything was different. His fingers found my hand, slow, unsure. I didn't pull away. What followed? It wasn't about heat or urgency. It was soft. Sacred almost. We moved like music, quiet, slow, deliberate. His touch wasn't hungry. It was reverent, like he was discovering a language I'd forgotten I could speak. 4. Morning didn't bring light. I woke up next to Daniel. He was sleeping peacefully, arms around me. And I felt like I'd betrayed something sacred. Not just him, but some old version of myself. He made coffee like always. Asked how I slept. And I lied with my eyes, with my smile. The guilt gnawed at me. But beneath it, shamefully, was warmth. Because for one night I was wanted. Again. 5. A heart between two shores. Jake and I still met. Quietly. Not often. Each time felt like the last. And each time I went home to Daniel. His arms. His calm. And I felt like I was being torn in two. Daniel is my anchor. Jake is my breath. With Daniel, stability. A home. With Jake, chaos. Desire. The rush of being alive. I don't know what will happen. I don't know who I'll choose. Sometimes I sit by the window. I touch my wedding ring and stare at my reflection. And for the first time in years, I'm not thinking about what's right. I'm thinking about what makes me feel real.